North America, 66 million years ago. It was a time when the greatest predator the world has ever seen roamed freely. Behold, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. One of the largest predators to live on land. The undisputed king of the dinosaurs. The T-Rex boasted deadly teeth, powerful jaws, and a strong tail and fast legs, all of which combined up to 15,500 pounds of body mass. One might say, they were born to rule the earth. However, not even the most powerful of creatures was immune to Mother Nature's ways. Some suffered from sickness and accidents, others faced unfortunate, premature deaths. And then, there were those to whom Mother Nature dealt the shortest of sticks. Take this one, for example.
Hang on, what's that down there? A Tyrannosaurus carcass? How did it end up here? The island's in the middle of nowhere. Well, looks like I'm feasting today.
No living thing is immune to the siren call of a free, hearty meal. It is the unspoken law of nature.
Alright. Doesn't smell rotten. I suppose it hasn't been too long since it died. More importantly, it's so thin. Must have starved to death. Unusual. I wonder if that recent storm caused this. Or maybe it's not so unusual. This part of the world is ridden with bad weather anyways. What the? Ah!
At last. A proper meal. It's been forever.
How long's it been?
3 days? 4?
It's been exactly 3.5 days.
Really? I really held on for a long time. What a treat. And you know what they say about treats? It's better when they're shared. What do you say, Wilson? You want to get in on this? Suit yourself. More for me. This is where our story begins. Not on the mainland with a robust ecosystem and lush trees as far as the eye can see. But rather on a tiny little island in the middle of the ocean, where lives a starving, aging, unlucky Tyrannosaurus Rex. Delicious. Let's hope there's more where that came from. This is a story about a road not taken. Ancient Animal Tales, Episode 1. Every morning starts the same. The birds up in the trees chirp me out of my slumber. And I start a brand new day on this teeny, tiny, boring island. Every day plays out the same. I wake up and take a walk around the island. It isn't a safety patrol, so much as it is a hunt for that day's food. In the rare case I am lucky enough to find a meal, it's usually a rotting carcass that washed up on shore. Nice meal to start your day. You guys don't know how lucky you are. I'm the only living thing on this island that can't seem to secure any food. But it wasn't always like this. Years and years ago, not long after I found myself here. Wow, what are these guys? I woke one day to find turtles all along the shore. There's more than I can count. A whole host of them, in different colors, big and small, shuffled alongside each other on the crammed beach. And, as you might imagine, they were absolutely delicious. I still had a great deal of hope at the time. I may be stranded here against my will, but thanks to all the turtles, I don't think I'm going to be hungry anytime soon. It's a small piece of land, and I seem to be the only one here. It's kind of perfect. My own private island. Sweet. I'll just hang around until I fully recover. And then I'll set out to return to the mainland. It'll be a chance to start all over. There may be long, dark nights, but bright mornings are always guaranteed to come. I thought that concept applied to my situation too. But I was wrong. Eventually, my hopes came crumbling down. The direction of the currents made it impossible for me to return to the mainland. But that was just the start of my bad luck. A few years later, the turtles on the land became extinct. And that's when it finally hit me. I would either starve to death on this island, or wither away in time. And there's my lap. No food this morning, I guess. I droned on and on a bit, didn't I? I'll go back to the matter at hand. If I'm unable to find anything to eat ashore, I move on to plan B. I hunt. Which sounds a lot more active than it actually is. I just lie on the shore and play dead. But the discovery of this plan is the reason why I haven't starved to death yet. After I find something to eat, I have a drink. Just enough for me to get by. My only fresh water source is this tiny little pond. If I'm not careful about how I ration it out, it could make the pond run dry. That's enough for today. Once my appetite is somewhat semi-satisfied, and my thirst has been somewhat semi-quelched, I lie down in the shade and look off into the horizon. Wilson, you know the deal, right? If you see something, you let me know. Got it? Come on, say something. And sometimes I talk to myself. I wonder out loud about the possibility of another dinosaur getting washed up on shore. About what it would be like for one of my kind to appear. And this is how I keep the weak, flickering embers of my hope alive. And that's the final item of the day. And that's how I've been spending every day of the last 2 decades. Tell me, Zeke, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be just like you, Mama. Someone strong and grand and powerful. I want to grow up to be like you.
That's too bad. Because you can't. Never. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're still here, Wilson. I had a terrible nightmare. I was reliving a memory that I never wanted to experience again. I felt so unhappy and uneasy. It came at me like this giant tsunami, and I shut down. It was almost like I knew exactly what was going to happen, but there was nothing I could do about it. What do you think, Wilson? Have you ever had a nightmare like that? Or been in a situation where you experienced those feelings? Come on, Wilson. Talk to me. Answer me! Yeah. Of course you can't. You've been dead a long time. Looks like there's a storm coming. I used to be okay with stormy weather, but not anymore. I despise it. Feels like the world's punishing and shaming me. From withering away like this without having accomplished anything. I just want to go back. Do you really think that's possible? Wake up. Look around you. At this place, your situation. This is it. This is how it ends. Even if you somehow miraculously make it back to the mainland in one piece, what would you even do there? I'm sure you're aware of your current state. You're old and weak and lacking proper nourishment. You're towing the line of death. Shut up. You can't possibly believe you can just trot back into your old life like the last 20 years haven't affected you? Do you really believe that? Just stop talking. No can do. I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm in that little brain of yours. But you already know that. Just like how you know there's no more hope left here. You're doomed. You have no shot at becoming the strong, grand, powerful adult T-Rex you wished to be as a kid. Actually, you couldn't be further away from it. You're a failure. Accept your fate, Zeke. You're destined to live the rest of your life on this cramped, forsaken island. Either die by starvation, or die from old age. Going back to the mainland, or having company on this island, what difference will any of that make? I pity you. Honestly, I do. You don't even realize that those scrapes of hope are parasitic. They'll eat away at you until you die. What if I were to drown right here, right now? Save myself from the misery that is my reality. Maybe it'll be painful for a few minutes. Then the underwater predators will come and have me for dinner. Once they're done feasting on my body, my bones will sink down to the ocean floor, and no one will ever know I was here. Then, would it be possible for me to start all over again? Scared the daylights out of me. So it is. I'm one pathetic T-Rex. I can't even bring myself to end things. No one's coming here. There is no hope. My days are numbered. I'm doomed to live out the rest of my life in silence and loneliness. But still, I'm scared to die. Unbelievable. How did my life end up like this? A life I wanted to live. Couldn't be further from my reality. I just want to go back. This story is not one about glory, honor, and fame.
Who are you?
It is a story about the road not taken. Huh?